it's Erica. Welcome back to Maniacal Reader. Today I'm doing a very late December book haul. This will be part 1 of my December haul. And these are books that I received before Christmas. The first book I want to show you is Obsidian by Jennifer L. Armentrout. This is the first book in a YA paranormal fantasy series. I read this series a couple of years ago, back in April 2014, and this is the series that actually introduced me to Jennifer L. Armentrout. It's about this guy named Damon and a girl named Katie, but Damon is actually an alien. And this book explores the world where Damien comes from and his relationship with Katie. Obsidian is the first book, Onyx is the second book, Opal is the third book, Origin is the fourth book, and the last book in the series is Opposition. I have this series in the ugly bluish-green covers. These are bind-ups that were released a couple of years ago when the original paperback covers weren't available, and I never liked these covers. They just seem weird to me and not flattering at all. So when the 5th book in the series was released a few months ago, I wanted to get my hands on the full original paperback covers because I feel that they set the tone more than this ugly bluish green one does, and they just depict what the series is about more, in my opinion. I think they're definitely more appealing covers than these covers with the person that has half a face on them. Next up, I have Talking as Fast as I Can by Lauren Graham. This book was released at the end of November. It's a memoir that depicts Lauren Graham's life as an actress and just talks about the key moments in her acting career and the time that she got her job on Gilmore Girls the first time around. This book also talks about what it was like for her working on the Gilmore Girls revival the second time around and just what it was like for her to be back in Stars Hollow and the Gilmore Girl world. I read this book in December and I'll talk more about it in my wrap-up, but I really enjoyed this book. I think I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. Next up, I have Full Tilt by Emma Scott. This is the first book in a new adult romance duology. It follows this girl named Casey Dawson. She's a rock singer in a band called True Confessions, and she crosses paths with a man named Jonah Fletcher, who just happens to be her limo driver one night. She somehow ends up on his couch after a drunken night of partying. Jonah Fletcher is running out of time. He's an artist who works with glass for a living, but the reason why he's running out of time is because he has a heart condition. And this book explores their relationship. This book wrecked me completely. It explored so many emotions, the highs and lows of the kind of relationship you have when you meet that person near the end of your life. I read this book in December as well, but I'll talk more about it in my wrap-up. And the final book I have in part 1 of this haul is All In by Emma Scott. This is the second book in the Full Tilt duology, and it follows Casey's romance with Theo Fletcher, Jonah's brother. I liked this book a little bit more than the first book, but I loved both of these books. You can't have one without the other. I think I gave this book 5 out of 5 stars. This book was also very emotional, and I liked the development of this new relationship. That's all the books in part 1 of my December haul. Comment down below and tell me what books you bought in December. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!